Hey everyone, I ran out of memory again, so I'm just going to have to swing this through here for you real quick. We've got a Three of Swords, so there's been a divorce, there is heartbreak, there is this devilish energy, so somebody's in a toxic energy. They're a false person, they may be in need of a body, and they are in a state of fear. We have here, they are in despair over this conflict and the adversity that they brought to an optimistic person. Oh, I hope I'm getting this in there all right for you. I changed my settings hoping I can get more memory out of this or something. So then we've got this wealthy man who is he's an honest person, this wealthy man. He is very quickly, something's very quickly happening. He could be traveling somewhere, or he's making very quick decisions regarding a location of something. Perhaps, or perhaps this devilish energy is trying to spy on the location of this wealthy man. But something's happening really quickly here. We've got a compass and a karmic cycle. And we've got the Lovers with a great fortune. And they have expanded in their consciousness and their awareness, and they have displayed courage in their experiences. And you've got this thief here who is wanting to steal the great fortune and the compass of these lovers. They're here like a vulture to pick off those who are coming into their reward. They want to puppet these people. They're hiding messages. They might be altering messages. They don't have any discipline. And you've got the Hierophant here, who could be the Most High himself, who is releasing or sacrificing or cutting off a Queen of Wands in the reverse. So that's jealousy, insecurity, narrow-mindedness, and deceit. Selfishness, that kind of stuff. This Hierophant is like releasing it. There is a leader here in the near future with friends. And there is somebody here also, this devilish energy, who is in trauma and despair, suffering some anxiety and maybe some depression because they weren't able to get a courtship. They weren't able to sabotage this love relationship. The lens that's being looked through is the Chariot and sudden wealth. So there's forward movement regarding sudden wealth. There's a victory here, which is seen as perfect. And there's no indecision. It's like what needs to happen and what needs to be done is known, and it's being done. And this causes a tower for somebody, or sudden release and upheaval. In the environment, we have a Knight of Swords, in being impulsive, unpredictable, and behaving with a disregard for consequences. They're stuck in their head because they're not able to get information. They can't see using divination tools anymore. So they're not able to gain a perception of this situation using divination tools anymore. And this gift is in a state of balance. Whatever that gift is. Which could be There's a hermit here, so there's a light being shined on those who pretend to be conscientious and those who actually are conscientious. So there is a separation being made between the actors and those who are the originals. There is going to be a change for this main female. Somebody who may be absent is trying to seek a reconciliation. They weren't able to get a contract. They might be absent wherever they're at, you know, wherever this devilish energy, you know, they're absent. They're at some location. They were taken to some location. Maybe they don't know their location. Because this is like under the table. They're spying on the location. They're trying to find the location. Like it could be this person was taken somewhere rather quickly and they don't know where. Or nobody knows where. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and continue on. Here with the Hermit causing a separation between the actors and the real deal. And there's going to be a change for this main female. Yeah, change again. And there's going to be judgment. These people who are pretending to be her are under judgment. Somebody is absent right now and they're seeking reconciliation. They weren't able to get a marriage or a contract or a courtship. Ooh, death. And service. You feel good when you can help others. You release the need to control this. You surrender this. Or maybe they have to surrender because they're guilty. Ego. So this devilish energy, toxic, codependent, destructive behavior is in a heartbreak, been divorced, needs a body. They're a false person, or maybe their body is ailing. Something's wrong with their body. They're in fear. They were operating out of their ego. They're in despair regarding this conflict and this adversity that they brought to this optimistic person. They might be revealing stuff, or maybe they're challenged because things were revealed. And it says, I want to tell you the truth. So now maybe they're making confessions. They might be at a location. They don't know where they're at. A wealthy man is really honest. And he's serious about this soul tie he has with this lover. This thief keeps trying to horn in and mess around with it. Got the Lovers, Great Fortune, Compass, Wheel of Fortune here, the karmic cycle, growth and courage. And you've got this Thief here, daydreaming of being a participant in this love relationship, but they're a mere reflection. They're not the real person. They're puppeting. They're trying to mimic. They're trying to act. They're trying to pretend to be. But maybe they didn't get the message. They're not disciplined. Maybe that's apparent. Like, they're just a reflection. Like, the core of the person isn't the same. And the Hierophant is looking at the core of the persons and getting rid of, cutting out, releasing jealousy, insecurity, narrow-mindedness, deceitful, selfish behaviors. He's getting rid of that. And there's gossip here. These people aren't disciplined. They weren't able to get a courtship, or they're not able to get a courtship in the near future. They're in a nightmare. They're in trauma. They're having anxiety and worry about this leader and their friends. They're in a relationship that is reciprocal. In a love relationship here. Boop, 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 right here. The one that the Thief was trying to pretend to be whatever. And so this is a reciprocal relationship. And these friends are reciprocal. It's an equal give and take. It's not a take. You know, it's not a greedy thing. It's a new, brand new thing. Sudden wealth, victory, going on a journey, handled with perfection. There was no indecision whatsoever. This causes a tower for somebody. They're feeling your absence. They can't get answers using divination tools. They're stuck in their head. They're unfocused, unpredictable, disregard for consequences because this gift is balanced. This shining gift, it's in a state of balance. And it's coming into a reunion. A soul tie. It would be she or he. Most likely she, because the main female's here with two change cards. And now we have a reunion card. She's conscientious. She's found to be a conscientious. She's the real deal. The Hermit's shining a light on it. It's like she's not an actor or an actress. She's the real deal. But there is a personality here who's under judgment. They neglected to give this person what they needed. They could be absent now, but they want reconciliation. They weren't able to get a marriage, and there's a death card here. Disagreements. They're complaining because nobody understands how they feel. This is a new chapter. It's time to move on. They're overwhelmed. They're being detached. They caused a whole bunch of damage, and they're overwhelmed. They sabotaged themselves. Can you see that? They sabotaged themselves. You're coming into a relationship where you are seen as irreplaceable, and there is chemistry. Woohoo! Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Chemistry. This says indulgence, interaction, joy, and friendliness, and it came out in the reverse. They're not able to indulge. It could be that nobody's being friendly to them. They're in a state of fear. Their ego is like, their pride is huge. They're in grief, loss. They've been divorced or cut off. They're toxic. Maybe need a body. They're in despair over this conflict. Things have been revealed about this adversity that they've been bringing to an optimistic person. They didn't live and learn. They didn't learn anything. And you were shown a kindness. You were given aid. You're optimistic and you were given aid. It's like, what in the heck, man? You probably were like, what's going on? Who are these people? Somebody loves you. And they're challenged by that. Somebody loves you. Even when they try to remove all of that from you, somebody loves you. I would say that this wealthy, honest man loves you. He's got a soul tie with you. You guys are always connected. Very quickly, he may be coming to your location, or this could be that this devilish energy was taken to a location and he doesn't know where it's at. It may have happened very quickly. Oh. Wealthy man, triumph. Soul tie, honest, quick, swift. Ooh, somebody's confined. Somebody's confined at an unknown location. Ooh, this thief was daydreaming about being this woman or one of these people. And they were only successful in being a reflection of the person. And they're furious about it. They are furious. They didn't get a message. Their intention was to puppet this relationship. But maybe they hid a message of concern, or they didn't get the message. There's gossip about it. They weren't disciplined. The Hierophant is here making sacrifices, releasing jealousy, selfishness, insecurity, and deceit. Narrow-mindedness, letting it all go. Letting it go, he's saying. Those who did not earn merit are being cut out. Those who weren't disciplined are being cut out. They're being separated. They didn't get a courtship. They're in fear and worry, suffering trauma regarding this leadership and their friends, and the fact that they've got this new union, this soul tie that's reciprocal. And yeah, and it's good news. Not for them, but it is good news, man. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Victory, sudden wealth, done to perfection. Absolutely knew what to do. And these people are feeling your absence. They're in a tower. They might be blind. Like they might have lost their ability to see. because we've got this unpredictable disregard for consequences, and then we've got perception in the reverse, and then the Ouija board. So it's like they're not able to gain a perception using divination tools. They're stuck in their imagination. Like they can't get any answers about this gift and this reunion and the fact that they're all in balance. They can't spy on them. Oh, we got one right here. They might be in a natural disaster. They're under judgment. The Hierophant is here shining a light on the actor versus the original. And there's going to be change ×2 for this main female who is seen as conscientious. And this actor is seen as somebody who neglected to give this person what they needed. They're under judgment for that. They weren't able to separate this woman from her divine counterpart. They're stressed out. And they're bound to their commitments. They might be absent right now. They want reconciliation. They're leaving home, so they might have to leave home. They want reconciliation. They weren't able to get the marriage. There's a death here, and there's disagreements. They're complaining that nobody understands the way they feel. They've lost their savings. This is a new chapter, and they're suffering disturbances. Family sorrow, weeping willow. They're in fear. They've been cut off. There's a divorce. Their wish will not be granted. You're going to be stepping into a new experience. Everybody will be. They're feeling tied down and frustrated. They're challenged by this. They're challenged because your wish is getting granted and their wish is not. You triumphed. You got this wealthy man here who's honest. He's got this soul tie with this main female, and he triumphed over this situation. This devilish energy is in confinement at an unknown location. It happened very quickly. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Sly like a fox. Sly like a fox. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Grasshopper. And it is being carefully handled. The Hierophant is here. Cutting out all that negative stuff. And those who didn't earn any merit. Yeah. Dealing with a stubborn, aggressive person. There could be a younger woman involved here who's furious that she was only a reflection of this main female. She was just daydreaming about stealing this relationship, this divine union away from this main female, this younger woman. Temptation will test you. She was tempted by temptation. Tried to steal a life path of a divine person, of a divine being. They didn't get the courtship. They're in a nightmare now. Danger, especially in money matters. Yeah. Oops. They may not have any money. They may have lost all their money. Because we've got savings here in the reverse. So they don't have any money. Wow. Goodness gracious, Spirit. Say it. It's time to go out and have some fun. You got a victory here. Forward movement. You got the Chariot and sudden wealth. You didn't have any indecision whatsoever. You handled things perfectly. This says protected from negative forces beyond your control. You will be playing a different role, wearing a different hat. These people who are in a tower now really feeling your absence, they might be blind, meaning they're not able to get these answers through divination like they once did, or maybe they're psychic, they lost their abilities maybe, and they're going to have to control their anger, or they're going to be sorry. The most difficult part of a situation is over. You're going to be taking a vacation physically or mentally. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Reconciliation. And someone was working against you behind your back, but this one was in the reverse. So I don't think these ones are able to work against this any longer. They're angry. They're in a tower. They're not able to work against us any longer. They're in a natural disaster. They're unpredictable, having a disregard for consequences. They can't get answers using divination. They're stuck in their head regarding this reunion that is in balance, this gift. That is a great good fortune. A light is being shined between the actors and the originals. The actors are under judgment for neglecting to give this the original what they needed. And they weren't able to separate this original from their divine counterpart. And there is change, double change, two times change. Ooh, great passion. Great passion, main female. They lost their wealth. They weren't able to get the marriage. There's a death here. They're disagreeing. They want people to consider how they feel. They might be absent, or maybe they're going to have to, maybe their father has been made absent. I don't know. They lost their wealth. Mountain. Major challenges to overcome. Disturbance. But you, my dear, got romance, celebration, and a party. Ooh la la, a change for the better. You're a butterfly. And these ones are going to get karma. They're going to reap what they have sown. You're all reaping what you sow, whether it be for the good or for the challenge, for the vacation or for the challenge, you know, I suppose is up to what happened previously. Oh, and then we got the vulture. Depression, anxiety, and worry that someone is against you. Yeah, these ones are disturbed. They could be having paranoia. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off. And I'll see you on the next one.